Soon as you wake up, negativity is going to try to find you as soon as you wake up. And a lot of it is going to be either on your phone or your workplace. And it's all about being self-aware of these negative things that are coming through. So a lot of stuff that people consume when it comes to negativity, a lot of times it's on their phone. And what it does is it builds up throughout the day. So it could be some kind of thing on a news outlet. It could be some kind of thing you see at work. It could be something that bugs you when you get out of the house. So all these things are going to be coming through. And what it does is it builds up, and then it starts to make a person angry. So I think it's good as soon as you wake up, it's good to be prepared for these things and acknowledge them before they start to build up. So once, say you wake up and something doesn't go right, or you have a headache, and then once you have a headache, you put up your phone, and then you see something that makes you mad, or doesn't, or something that doesn't agree with how you agree, that builds up with the headache, and probably adds to the pain of the headache. And then you get out of the car and someone cuts you off, or all these things start to add up throughout the day. So what you want to do is acknowledge these things right away and see that they're building up, and start to counteract them with positive things instead of negative things. So once you wake up and you have a headache, make sure you drink a lot of water. If it really hurts, maybe take a Tylenol. And then if you have a headache, maybe it's not a good idea to look at the news. Maybe you should take a break from that. Or, because it all starts to pile up. And then once you get outside, the worst thing you can do when you get outside is to let those things bother you. Like if a car cuts you off, that is the worst thing to add in to the pile of negativity that's adding up, because there's nothing you can do about it. That person is nothing to you. So it's basically you hurting yourself, because you got to be with you. That person doesn't have to be with you. You're never going to see that person ever again. But you do have to see yourself every morning when you wake up. So if you let a random person who cuts you off on the road, or if you let a random person off of the news or YouTube or somewhere who doesn't even know you, you don't know them, to alternate your day, well, then you're giving in to the addiction of negativity, which I think is one of the most addictive things in the world, because it adds into everything else. What do people do when they're too negative and depressed? They do drugs. What do people do when they're negative and depressed? They eat bad food. So I believe that negativity is one of the strongest drugs there are. And that's what leads to a lot of pain. So I think it's really good to be self-aware of it, even if you have to write something down in the morning, or be aware of it by writing it in paper or putting it on your phone, because it's really easy to get back into the train of negativity. We all do it. I do it, and every living person who probably ever lived has done this. So what we need to do is talk about it more and try to be more self-aware of these things. I'll keep on touching on these subjects. If you want to like or subscribe, feel free. And I will bring up more of this stuff because it's stuff I like to talk about. Have a nice day.